Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you a story of ambition, transformation, and the undeniable power of a dream turned reality. It's a story about how one decision, one bold move, changed my life forever. That decision? Buying a supercar. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: how can a car change your life? Isn't it just an expensive piece of metal, a luxury item meant only for the rich and famous? That's what I thought too, once upon a time. But let me tell you, it became so much more than that. It became a symbol of everything I had worked for, everything I had sacrificed, and everything I aspired to be. It wasn't about the car itself, it was about what it represented: freedom, achievement, and an unshakable belief in what is possible. Let's rewind to before I had the keys in my hand. I was like many others, stuck in the daily grind, dreaming but never fully believing. I had goals, I had aspirations, but something inside me always hesitated. I told myself, one day, I'll make it. One day, I'll be successful enough to own the things I desire. But one day is the enemy of ambition. One day keeps you comfortable, and comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Then, something shifted. I made a decision to stop waiting and start acting. I worked harder than I ever had before, I disciplined myself, and I committed to the mindset that I was no longer waiting for success, I was creating it. I immersed myself in learning, absorbing wisdom from those who had already achieved greatness. I pushed myself beyond limits I once thought were insurmountable, and slowly, the world began to reflect my efforts. And then, that moment arrived. The moment I stepped into the showroom, my heart racing, my hands slightly trembling as I reached out to touch the sleek, flawless curves of the machine that had lived in my mind for years. I wasn't just buying a car, I was proving to myself that the life I envisioned was real. When I turned the ignition for the first time, the roar of the engine was more than just sound, it was a declaration. It was a reminder that I had pushed through my doubts, my fears, and my limitations. The moment I drove off the lot, I wasn't just driving a car, I was driving my dreams into reality. The smooth handling, the sheer power at my fingertips, and the symphony of the engine became metaphors for my life: precision, control, and an unstoppable drive forward. That car became my daily reminder of what was possible when you refuse to settle. But here's the most important part: the supercar didn't just change my lifestyle, it changed my mindset. It made me realize that success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about deciding that your time is now. That car was never about the brand, the price tag, or the attention. It was about the standard I set for myself. If I could accomplish this, what else could I achieve? What other limits could I shatter? People started to notice the change in me. It wasn't about the car, it was about my energy. My confidence soared, my drive intensified, and my willingness to push beyond comfort zones became unstoppable. The car became a conversation starter, a bridge to connect with like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who shared the same hunger for greatness. It opened doors to opportunities I never imagined possible. I met mentors who helped me elevate my mindset even further, and I built connections that led to business ventures I had only dreamed of. But let me be clear, this isn't just about cars. This is about whatever ignites that fire in you. Maybe for you, it's not a supercar, maybe it's building a business, traveling the world, or creating something that leaves a lasting impact. Whatever it is, stop telling yourself it's for one day. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is when you decide it is. Because life will always present obstacles, but the ones who succeed are those who push through regardless. The biggest lesson I learned? The world belongs to those who dare to chase what sets their soul on fire. That supercar was more than a purchase, it was proof that if you believe in yourself enough to act, you can turn dreams into reality. It showed me that success is not just about achieving goals but about the person you become in the process. So, I ask you today, what is your supercar? What is the thing that will push you beyond your limits, force you to grow, and remind you every single day that you are capable of more than you ever imagined? Find it, chase it, own it, and never settle for anything less than the extraordinary.